It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this. That's millions of dollars worth of diamonds.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated boxing king. The man who made over $1 billion in the ring, and now flatlined financially after a $402 million scam. But here's the twist. Joe Rogan just tore him apart in front of millions. If you need to post money on Instagram to convince people you still have it, maybe you don't. That was just one of the brutal punches Rogan threw. And trust me, he wasn't holding back. This was shocking. This was raw. This was the moment the most polarizing voice in media shredded one of the most iconic names in sports.
Mayweather Gotti. Mixed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time.
That's what you came into his sport.
Yeah.
Got into his arena, you crawled into the snake hole, and then got mad at the snake.
Probably didn't expect that. Probably thought, had they taken any, well, there's no points, right? Because it's an exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody.
Because of the drug of boxing, not just boxing.
One fresh pair a day.
That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this. That's millions of dollars worth of diamonds.
No gloves, no filter, and no way Mayweather walks away untouched. Because here's what they don't want you to know. This isn't just about a boxing champ losing cash. This is a cautionary tale about ego, bad decisions, and how even billionaires can get blindsided.
Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter, and he had a bunch of hand problems, to like Money Mayweather, start talking shit, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
And the best part, you haven't even heard the full Rogan rant yet. It only gets juicier. Stick around, because what Joe said about Mayweather's downfall will change how you see celebrity wealth forever. This story is full of lies, scams, and a brutal truth bomb you won't hear anywhere else. Let me explain how a man who earned over $1.2 billion could still go broke.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on, get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight. He's screwed. It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the fuck away from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd.
It all starts with the persona. Floyd Mayweather wasn't just a boxer. He was the brand. The luxury cars, the $100,000 shopping sprees, the strip club named after himself. You know the drill. Mayweather sold the fantasy of being untouchable. And we bought it. Every flex, every headline, every paycheck made us think he was 10 steps ahead. But here's the truth.
The referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insanity.
Floyd wasn't investing. He was spending. Fast. Recklessly. He once said, I make smart moves. That's why I'm rich. But let's pause there. Joe Rogan pointed out something powerful. There's a difference between rich and wealthy. Floyd was rich, not wise. The world saw the yachts. But behind the scenes, financial fires were already burning. Now to the real mess.
You just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being super, like they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
How Mayweather lost $402 million. You read that right. Gone. Vanished. Like a Las Vegas magic act, except the only thing disappearing was his net worth. So how did it happen? Well, Floyd backed a series of shady investments. Crypto startups with zero accountability. Overseas real estate deals run by people who made Bernie Madoff look like a saint.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240, and I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
One of the biggest hits? Centratech, a crypto company that promised high returns and flashy tech. Celebrities promoted it. Mayweather was front and center. But here's the twist. It was a full-blown scam. Fake executives, fake credentials. The founders, convicted. And Floyd, he paid the price in fines, legal trouble, and massive financial losses. Joe Rogan tore into this. He said,
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
How do you promote something you don't understand to your fans, then act surprised when it crashes? That's not being scammed. That's being irresponsible. Oof. That hit harder than a Canelo body shot. This was the moment Joe Rogan went from commentator to straight-up savage. He called Mayweather's whole lifestyle a performance.
We brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless.
Right.
You know, so I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, you know, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he,
Are we talking over 2 million?
it's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, you know, invested in.
All right.
So
If you're renting jets, borrowing watches, and posting cash to stay relevant, are you really rich? Or are you cosplaying as your old self? And the worst part, there's evidence to back him up. Several insiders have claimed Mayweather rents private jets just for the photos. Others say he's taken loans against his homes just to maintain the illusion. And Joe, he wasn't having it. You built a myth, but when the myth starts begging people to believe it's still real, the show's over. That stung.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your, you know, your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
Because Mayweather did build a myth, one punch at a time. But Joe Rogan just yanked the curtain. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw Floyd take responsibility for anything? Rogan made a sharp point. Mayweather keeps saying, "They got me." But when you're the one signing the checks, who's really to blame? This was more than financial. This was ego out of control. He trusted con men because they stroked his pride.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
He ignored red flags because he thought he was too smart to be fooled. That's the real tragedy. Not just losing money, but refusing to admit you could lose in the first place. And Joe put it like this: that mindset, it's why rich people go broke. Now, this isn't just about Floyd. Joe Rogan zoomed out and dropped a truth bomb. This happens all the time. Celebs selling garbage to fans, bad investments, no accountability.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. Ooh. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we go.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
Wow. You gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one.
And everyone acts shocked when it collapses. He's right. From athletes to rappers to influencers, this is a trend. They build a lifestyle on public trust, then risk it all on hype and shortcuts. Mayweather was just the loudest example. And here's what really got people talking. Joe said, if you promote a scam, you should pay back every fan who got burned. Period. That silence you hear, that's every celebrity sweating. Let's do it. Talk legacy. Floyd Mayweather was supposed to be the blueprint, the smart fighter, the businessman.